right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. I want to thank y'all for tuning in on this Sunday night. Get ready to bring up Coach Dre, and we're going to get right into it. What's going on, Coach Dre?
What's going on, BWatts? What's happening, bro?
Everything's good, man. Go and get into this show, man. Got to do this thing about an hour. Ain't gonna hold you long, bro. Just want to say special thanks to everybody who's tuning in right now. If you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the videos or hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever we go live. All right. Hey, getting ready to talk about Colorado, the post-game show. They lost to BYU 36-14. But before I move in, I want to say congratulations to Coach Phil Loho and Coach Dance that they're moving on to Mississippi State. Two good guys, two good coaches. I think Dance is going to be a head coach in about 2 or 3 years. Just a matter of time, even at the HBC level, or he gonna be a head coach, y'all. I just believe in him. I like the way he carried himself, professional. Phil Loho too. Both of them guys, they did what they could do, and they were looking for a better opportunity, I guess. And I appreciate everything that they did for those players and Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo football team and the fans. Appreciate them, salute them, wish them well, and we're gonna move forward to see what Coach Prime gonna do to replace those guys. But Coach Dre, BYU, they had a good team, had a good game plan, and like they beat us up front. From what I've seen, our offensive line, they couldn't protect too. We couldn't run the ball. The defense really didn't play that bad to me, Coach Dre. When the time you can come away with 3 to 4 turnovers, and then you get the ball back to your offense. The offense just couldn't get it together for whatever reason. I don't know. That's what I seen, and that's the only reason why they lost to me. The offensive line couldn't protect too. Give me your thoughts on it.
I mean, emotions was high. I felt we was gonna be a little sluggish when Prime couldn't compose himself at the when the lady wanted to talk to him at the beginning of the game.
Right.
Yeah, the offensive line didn't play well. My guy Tyler Brown didn't play the greatest. I don't think the defense played, but I don't think the defense played bad at all. You can't ask those guys to be on the field. The amount of minutes that they were on the field, and they gave you turnovers and things of that nature, and we didn't capitalize. This football, ladies and gentlemen, and there's gonna come a time in football, if you play long enough, where you're gonna get a game like this where you run up against somebody and they just got your number. BYU had our number last night. When we got down there on the 3 and we couldn't score, I say it's gonna be a rough one tonight.
Right.
So it be that way sometimes. It ain't nothing that you can do because, like I say, defense gave you opportunities for us to score on offense, and we didn't capitalize. But I in games like that, BWatts, what I look for is the effort, and them kids didn't quit. Shiloh and Travis could have definitely shut it down by halftime and things of that nature. Those guys didn't quit. They continued to play. They continue to fight forward, and that's the kind of character of a football player. Because in game, like I told you, it's gonna be days like this. It's gonna be days like this where it just seem like you can't do nothing right, can't nothing go right for you, and that's what it was last night. We couldn't catch no breaks. But I'm definitely not disappointed in the defense. I'm not disappointed in anybody. I'm really the shortcomings that we had up front last night. It showed a little bit, and that's it. I mean, besides that, my biggest takeaway is how can you be mad when people said you wasn't gonna be here?
Right.
How you gonna be mad when people said you wasn't gonna be here? So, and I want our culture because there's a lot of us in here. Yeah, I want y'all to take. I want us to take some of the blame for this because y'all went out there and you expected the man to go out there and walk on water when you downed him and he had to deal with the adversity that these guys had to deal with for the last 2 weeks is incredible. But again, we didn't have it, and I take nothing away from BYU. They're a heck of a ball club with a heck of a football coach and great ball players. I take nothing away from BYU. There's no shortcomings there. Those guys came to play. They played their butts off, and they didn't let off the gas. And that's all you can say about that. You got to tip your hat to BYU and what they did last night. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Won't make no excuses about how great BYU played last night.
Yeah, BYU were well coached, like they well prepared, and their players, like you said, they didn't let out the gas, man. They came out to see you, and like they just had a better game plan. Look like, and another thing you got to remember that I recall. I don't know if nobody else called this. Coach Prime in Colorado was busy about 2 weeks, man. They had to go through that thing with Travis at the Heisman Trophy, and then you got other things. He probably knew the coaching changes was coming. He had to deal with that and all of that too. And he gave his team 2 weeks off when BYU just took 2 days off, you know. And I'm sure they had I'm not trying to make no excuse for Colorado. Don't get me wrong, y'all. BYU whooped us. They whooped us good up front. You know, that's the name of the game. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some in sports. It's football, baseball, basketball. Some team just going to have your number that day. I mean, ain't nothing you can do about it. That's for it. And when I was coaching, that team just had my day. Even though I had the better players, for some reason, I mean, it's sports. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You dealing with human beings out there. I don't know how I be with you, Coach Dre. When I was coaching, I said, man, I know I practiced my players. I informed them what was going to happen. But sometimes they just couldn't execute. And then again, you got to realize it's another team over there trying to do the same thing you do. And you want to accomplish. That's just me on that.
And what you said, and like I said, we're not giving y'all no excuses. What we're telling y'all is BYU didn't have to deal with what Colorado had to deal with. Like you said, you had weeks. You had to deal with the Heisman, other awards, these boys flying all over the country and stuff like that. And so, what was the use of practicing when my quarterback wasn't going to be there? He wasn't going to be there. You can't get your scheme together. You had some kids hit the transfer portal. Things of that nature. It's just football. And like he said, you can have the better players. You can have all of that stuff. BYU took 2 days off. We took 2 weeks off. We bring everybody to the party, right? Everybody came to see Colorado. Nobody really talked about BYU, and I guarantee you, and what these kids didn't do, and what you have to give a hand clap to their coaches, they didn't stir up the pot. They didn't wake up the bell. They didn't take nothing out of the way. They didn't do nothing that could make anybody get upset. But again, if we'll just be quiet and we'll just listen, Coach Prime gives you the answers to the test every time. He said, I know what's going on. He told you there's going to be some additions and subtractions on this coaching staff. Now, he always tells you guys, and this is just a side note for y'all, he always tells you guys it's about relationships. Well, these guys are going to Mississippi State. For those of you who don't know, Coach Lodeho coached with the guy that's the coach at Mississippi State. And the AD who's the AD at Mississippi State is the guy that was the AD at Oklahoma when he was at Oklahoma.
Right.
He's the one who gave the job. And so now, when the guy who gave you your first opportunity, when the guy that gave you your first opportunity comes back to you and offers you something else, that was his choice. We only had him for 1 year. Coach Dancy deserved to have his own room, to be his own guy so he can move up the ranks. BWatts told y'all, don't be surprised if Dancy is not a head coach in the next 2 to 3 years.
He will be.
Coach Prime told y'all that when he took the job. I'm going to elevate these guys that's with me. I'm going to elevate them. And that's what he's doing. So all this bashing and all this, he told y'all last night in the press conference.
He showed me.
That's finna get elevated. If y'all just be quiet and just listen, he tells you the answers every time. He wasn't surprised. But like you say, BWatts, we gotta Miss Phyllis said some real stuff. It's a lot of ungratefulness going on. A lot of ungratefulness going on.
They gotta realize Coach Prime, it's just his second year. It's his second year. It ain't his fourth or fifth. It's his second year. It really is his first complete year. You got to remember, his first year, he was trying to be obedient to God and be faithful to the HBCU, Jackson State. He didn't leave them hanging. He said, I'm going to help y'all through the process. And when I get there, it's on me, Colorado. I'm sure he told the AD that. Just give me time. Just give me time. I'm going to get you where you want to be.
BWatts, it's documented. Go watch Willow right when he took the job. He sits there. He tells the guys at Jackson that, hey, listen, guys, I'm not. Hey, yes, I'm gonna get elevated. I'm going to Colorado, but I'm not going to not coach you guys in this Celebration Bowl. I'm not gonna leave y'all high and dry. I'm gonna finish what I've started. He does everything he says. But y'all get out here and act like fools because he didn't do what y'all wanted to do. Well, if he didn't care what y'all said when he was 4-8, what make y'all think he gonna care about what y'all said when he 9-3?
He don't. Like, he know what he doing,
man. Y'all the same people. Some of the same people who, why you with that? Lohos ain't got no experience. He was just a grad assistant at Oklahoma. He ain't had his own room. Now you sitting here crying because he leaving to go somewhere else. Well, the guys he had the relationship with. Y'all miss us with that. Y'all miss us with that.
They don't know.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't. No, it ain't that they don't know. They just don't want to listen. BWatts. It ain't that they don't know. They don't want to listen. They just want to talk. Anybody can talk. You can. Hey, a lie ain't nothing for the lie. The biggest thing you can tell. You can tell yourself a bigger lie than you can think.
Yeah.
All y'all think is that Coach Prime he ain't got no answers. The relationship he has with you. You think Dancy didn't tell Coach Prime what was going on?
Yeah.
You don't think Dancy told him he had to go that he was going to an interview? You don't think Lodehost has been up front with everybody that what's going on? Oh, we finna lose recruits. And, man, come on, bro.
That's crazy, man. Hey, how you gonna lose some of the recruits when my man that went to Florida State did most of my recruiting for him? Oh damn. But and then these same folks, when we was on that winning streak, where they was at? when we won 5 and 6 in a row. Where y'all was at then? Now you want to come at the end and do your thing and throw your dirt. You're doing the same thing that you did beginning of the year, this year, and Coach Klein gonna give you the same results with a different results gonna be better than this year. You just watch to see. Coach Klein ain't new to this. He know what's going on. What's up, Rod?
What up? What up?
We just talking about what's going on with Colorado, and we just giving our love to Phil Low Hope and Dan, being elevated to Mississippi State.
Hey, first off, man, you gotta give thanks to them. You know what they've done for Colorado. Where they came from, when they got there to when they leaving, Colorado's in a better spot, and that's what I think people miss the most. You could be mad, upset, or indifferent, or however you want to feel about it. The way they're leaving Colorado is in a better spot than when they got there, and that's just all the way around with their position groups. Dancy, helped this defensive line be number one in the sacks in the Big 12. You can say what you want about this line, but you did see improvements to help us get to 9 wins. People don't realize it's hard to win in college football. It's extremely hard to win in college football. And so what they have both done has tremendously helped the University of Colorado and put them in a better place for the next coach. There's foundational pieces on both sides of the trenches, offense and defensive line. And I think people forget about that. But Dancy just followed the same footsteps as the previous coach that was in his position. Where is he at? Mr. Nick Williams. He's in Syracuse. He did the exact same thing last year. So for him to go home and be blessed and get his money, man, hats off to him, guys, man. You got to give praise to, people being elevated, getting their bag, Coach Prime giving them opportunities to get their bag. And that's what I think what people make the mistake at, is the opportunity to have the foundational pieces to get a bag, right? Because guess what? Coach Dancy was just a HBCU head coach, and Coach Prime elevated him to the P4. And what did he do? When he got his opportunity to do what he do, now he's been elevated at another P4 in the SEC. What more can you ask for?
I got a super chat here about Big Ike. Many fans only want a microwave meal. We got to put things in perspective. This is only his second year. Name another coach that inherited 1-11 exactly team and was tough in the second year. Agree. That's what we were talking about. Like I say, he 1-11 when he took over. They went 4-8, and they made a 5-game improvement. What else anybody want? Can't nobody in here sit here besides the faithful ones who've been rocking with Coach Prime that said they were gonna win 9 to 10 games this year. Can't nobody get up here and say that. They can't say that. They predicted they'll win 5 and 6 games.
Hey, BWatts, take it a step further. How many of these people would actually know who the coaches was if they weren't coaching with Coach Prime?
Oh, right.
Because I promise you, a lot of these people don't even, whatever favorite team, you can name whatever favorite team is, Alabama, Georgia, they don't even know who the position coaches are.
True.
Couldn't tell you what they are. But when you see the elevation happen, you got your mouth, you poked out like something happened and something wrong. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong. They got blessed with an opportunity to elevate their situation. You just happen to understand who the coach is and really find out the personality of this coach because of Coach Prime, because of Well Off Me, because of Reach the People, because of the pregame. So because you feel like now you in the circle because you see them on an everyday basis because of the coverage that Colorado has, that's why you feel so hurt about it. But in reality, it's truly a blessing and an elevation of what you see from this coaching staff.
Yeah. So I'm not worried going forward. I think we're gonna be all right. If you just look at the history of the man coaching career, they don't elevate it every year. So what make me think they're not gonna elevate next year? I'm sure they got a plan. He ain't just walked in and say, hey, we're gonna do this, right off the top of his head. I mean, people don't operate like that in the professional world. So, but when you look at the game, like I said, BYU wasn't doing nothing special, y'all. They weren't doing nothing special to me. Sometimes, I mean, I'm not trying to make no excuses once again. Sometimes you just don't have it. You just don't have it. A lot of things going on. You got that. They was at the, I think I heard one of the players saying, man, I think that's what you do. Can we just study the game? Why I got to keep going to these functions and doing this and doing this? Can I just get into my game mode? You know, this their first time going to a ball game, Coach Dre.
I mean, I think people don't understand that the bowl game is really just a glorified all-star game. Make no mistakes about it. If Travis and Shedeur opt out of this game, it's hundreds of kids who opt out of football games. Yeah. If Travis Hunter and Shedeur don't play this game, it's 100 other ball players that don't play this game. Bowl games, you're right. You have, when you're the star players, you have so much you have to do, and the cameras are always in your face, and so it's kind of hard to get in the groove that you normally get into when you playing regularly. BYU didn't have that because just like a boxing fight, it's an A side and a B side. The A side is the person that the people coming to see, and like when Floyd Mayweather had fights, you coming to see Floyd. You want to see what Floyd finna do. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
What's up, John?
You just happen to be fighting Floyd. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
What happened? So it's so much going on, and then again, I know what Coach Prime was going through because I've had the pleasure of coaching my kids most of their lives. Hey, you can't explain what that feel like. That's unexplainable. It's hard to even relate to y'all right now because you don't watch these kids grow up. And he told you what I'm seeing right now is the first time I seen him put on shoulder pads. That's something that is hard to fathom. And then you got a guy like Cam over there and all these other kids that he loves so much that he don't watch. And you got to understand, Coach Prime is grateful because these guys have sacrificed so he can be what he is. Travis Hunter didn't have to follow him to Colorado.
No, Joe didn't.
You get what I'm saying? He could have went to any college in America he wanted to. Cam didn't have to follow him to Colorado. Those guys could have went any other place, stayed at Jackson, whatever they wanted to do. But these guys put their trust in the man that's always got he's got the best of what's going on. Like I said, last night we didn't have it.
No, we didn't.
This football, guys. Hey, just ask y'all. So Michael Jordan had it all the time before he won them 6. Didn't he fail? From about 91, he failed, didn't he? He couldn't beat the Pistons. He couldn't beat the Celtics. He couldn't beat the Lakers. He failed. LeBron James. He failed, didn't he? When they got that mega team in Miami, they didn't win the championship their first year. You got to go through something to get to something. And they set the table. If again, these guys give you the answer to the test. Cam told y'all at the press conference, he said, them young boys in there, they know what it is. And look me in my face when I tell you, them young boys is chomping at the bit. Them young boys was hurt just like them older boys was hurt. Them boys was hurt last night. You hear me? Them was real tears. Them boys was hurt last night. They got a chip on their shoulder. I'm telling you, them boys was ready to get on the plane and get back to Boulder and go to work.
Oh, they gonna have them.
Like, Juju don't even want to be in all that. Huh?
I'm agreeing with you. They can't wait to get back there.
He wants to work. They ready to go to work. Them boys ready to go to work, man. Go ahead, Rob.
No, I mean, when you look at the whole grand scheme of things, man, hats off to BYU. At the end of the day, they came in to handle business, stood on business, whatever you want to call it, right? It was handled. For us, you know, it's not a traditional like regular football week. If you was in the playoffs, things would be a lot different, right? It's a lot of controlled environments, how much media. You don't got to do all these extra tasks. When you go to the bowl, you got to do all these mandatory tasks. And, you know, the difference with BYU versus Colorado, BYU didn't go home, right? Colorado was on the road. You had to go to the Heisman. You had to do this. You had to do that. All these obligations outside of football. And BYU was just at the chomping bit like, oh, man, we can't wait for this matchup because we ain't got to go nowhere. We going to keep our boys together. Ain't nobody going home. We got a task. Versus Colorado, you got to go this ceremony to that ceremony to this ceremony to that ceremony. And then you get to the Heisman. Then you got to come back. And it's just so much that was going on that the fatigue kicked in with Colorado. That's truly what happened. The fatigue kicked in, the mental fatigue kicked in from all this traveling that they've been doing. And it just you got beat on your they just was a better team. It's just that simple. There's nothing you could take away from BYU. They were just a better team. And the fatigue, mental fatigue kicked in from all the traveling. That's just true what it is. There's no more, there's no less to the situation. It's just, man, I can tell you right now, everybody in that building got a chip on their shoulder for 2025. And they're going to try to get this right. And for all you that's out here crying and worried about the coaching staff, just be patient. I'm going to put some people and elevate some people in some situations where some people that y'all don't even think of that's going to be in Colorado going to be there. So y'all just keep, throwing y'all shots and doing what y'all do. And when it all makes sense here in a minute, it'll all make sense.
Yeah, I agree with both of what y'all saying. Like I said, I ain't got no words. I'm happy for Dance. Like I say, I think the dude got potential to be a head coach in 2 to 3 years. All he needs is the opportunity. That's all he needs. Feel low hope first year, get an excellent job. Look at our offensive line last year. Look at the progress we made this year. Did we want them to be better? Yeah, but still, they won 9 games. Let them build on that. Let Coach Klein build on that. Give him time to build. I guarantee you get it right. He gonna get it right.
Real question: how many wins Alabama got?
I don't even watch Alabama no more, Rod. I don't think they about 9.
I'm just being real.
8 or 9.
They got the same.
LSU too. LSU, Ole Miss, all of them. I mean, I want to see you to make the playoff. Georgia gonna make the playoff. Georgia made the playoff. They go out there and don't do what they supposed to do. They're gonna be at home just like Colorado. What that is? What that means? You check out one more win better than CU. That's all it's gonna mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, when you look down at the end of the season, 12 games, Colorado had the same record as a lot of these teams that y'all praise. Y'all praise them, right? For getting the 9 wins. Oh man, heck of a job. Coach got the 9 wins. Prime gets the 9 wins. He's go to bad city. It's like, what are we talking about? They got the same record as some of these powerhouse teams that y'all so-called powerhouse. Yeah. But then it's okay when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it. Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
That's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Different standards. They got different standards for Coach Prime. They really ain't no fans. They really ain't. They showing their faces. They really ain't.
Listen,
they really ain't.
And BWatts, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. I keep telling y'all this. Y'all ask God for blessings. You can't get mad with the way God give it to you. Right? When I say that, I mean we ask for all these fair weather fans. You want to show who really for you or against you. Well, God gave you the blessing you asked for. We went out there, we didn't play well, and now you getting to see who really rocking with Colorado and who really don't. I told you, faith ain't got nothing to do with when you standing up, when you in the good. Faith is when the chips is down. Do you still have the faith to get up every morning and go make it happen? Do you believe that you can turn this thing around? It's a lot of people I ain't seen in here in weeks. We got so much to say. I ain't seen you in here in weeks.
We went on that winning streak, but I'm glad about it. Under the cover. We went on that winning streak.
Yeah, we ain't seen you. But today you got so much to say about what should be done. Again, man, you ain't walked a mile in a coach's shoes. You don't know what it takes to coach a football team. You think you know what it takes to be a coach to coach a football team, but you really don't. You really don't. You don't know the sacrifices it takes. Y'all talking about X's and O's on the football field. We talking about what it takes to make young men better young men. Y'all just talking. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all just keep quarterbacking from your couch, and that's cool. You get what I'm saying? But I want you to have the same energy you had when we was winning 5 and 6 in a row, and all of that stuff. We couldn't find you in here. It was real quiet. You get what I'm saying? It was real quiet.
Yeah. Everybody emailing me against us. That was against us. Can I come on the show? Can I come on the show? On 5 straight, why you want emailing me? Man, please, man. But going forward, all right? No, we ain't got to go forward. Yeah, let's go forward. What does Shedeur and Travis have next that they have to prepare for?
Well, what you'll see is the East-West Shrine game. I don't know if Shedeur gonna play in. I think he's gonna go and participate, but I don't think he's gonna play in it because last night when I listened to Prime Talk, he said that Cam got to go get ready for the Shrine Bowl, but he didn't say anything about Shedeur. So I don't think Shedeur play in the Shrine Bowl. But he'll go meet with coaches. He'll go meet with owners. Sit down and talk with people. For Travis, it's the same thing. They'll unbeknownst to everybody else, I know they just put it out an hour or so ago saying that Travis is signed to Young Money. Travis been signed to Young Money. So that's nothing new. He just, so he already has his agency. He'll go to training. He'll start training. Like I say, I don't know what he's going to do at the combine. I know everybody will do everything they need to do at the pro day. I don't know what Travis is going to do at the combine. Same thing with Shedeur. I don't think he's going to throw at the combine. I don't think he's going to throw to a pro day. I think he'll go to the combine. He'll meet with the owners, meet with all the teams, do the medical. I think he'll do the medical stuff, but I don't think he'll participate in things of that nature because at the end of the day, we don't have to do all of that at this point. We know that we're gonna be top 3 pick, but it's just work time now. It's time to get in our bag. It's time to grind. Time to get healthy. Because Shedeur Sanders has took some hits, a lot of hits that most quarterbacks couldn't even played under. So it's time for him to get healthy and get ready for this draft process. It's gonna be a nice process. Y'all gonna probably get to see an inside look at what a draft process look like. God, I'm thankful to say that I know what the draft process looks like. It's a daunting task, guys. It's a daunting task, and we just gonna give these guys our support. But it's gonna be a long journey these next few weeks. Like I say, they'll probably take a little break these next 2 weeks. Just going to meet with people. Like I say, I don't think they have to worry about agents and stuff because I'm pretty sure that Shedeur gonna sign with Smack Entertainment. Like I say, Travis is signed to Young Money. So, but that's the biggest 2 things right now is to get your training. So I don't know if they're gonna go to somebody else's facility or are they just gonna bring the people to them in Colorado. So that's the biggest thing. But besides that, that's about it.
Okay, Rob. What the rest of the team? When did they come back and start weight training?
January.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on. Miss Phyllis Smith. She said, "Gee, on my last nerve, I don't know why he here. I haven't seen him at all. I look for him. Go ahead, Rob."
So the actual report date is January 9th, I should say. Which is, classes should probably start a week and a half after that. I gotta look up the official date when class start, but the report date is January 9th. That's the report date. For everybody to be back, to be ready to go for weight training. What you'll see when they get back is any kids that's not in the program that's coming to the program, any incoming transfers or freshmen, if they don't got medical stuff on, they got to go through medical. So you won't see them like the first week of well off or whatever as they go through medicals and get cleared. Once they clear it, then you'll start to see you'll start to see them being involved with the weight program. And really from January to through March, it's gonna be nothing but weight training. You're seeing the same stuff over and over again. and then you get to April, and you get to spring game. So then they can go through spring game practice and stuff like that. So the next thing I'm telling you right now, this team is motivated. They're hungry right now. The people that's coming in, you better have a purpose because you're gonna hit that dough immediately. If you don't, the kids that's returning, there are some kids that's coming in hungry, and if you can't match the hunger with these kids that's getting ready to come in, you gonna hit the dough. That's just the truth of the matter of what's gonna happen, and that's why over the next couple of weeks you're gonna find out what this roster is gonna look like for the spring, what coaches are gonna come in, because you kind of want to have the coaches in the building for the springtime in that situation, so you kind of know what you're up against. So you're going to see a lot of moves being made. You're going to see a lot of talks, a lot of rumblings, things like that. But you'll start to see what this coaching staff gets and looks like as we get ready to start winter workouts up.
All right. When you look at the two quarterbacks that coming in, what y'all think about them? Juju and
you got
Salter.
You just gotta feel great about how they coming in. For Juju to get this week with Shador, to get the mentorship that Shador gonna have. Again, for guys that don't know, Juju is signed to select QB, so we will still be seeing the select QB around working with Juju. Salter, he's a seasoned veteran. He's ready to go. And just in case Juju might not be ready, because again, guys, he's 17 years old. He just might not be ready at the beginning of the year. So we got a kid like Salter that's ready, that's seasoned, and that's gonna be ready to go. They're gonna push each other, and that's what Coach Brown wants. Again, he's been told you guys he want competition at everything, not just some things. He want competition at everything, and so we gonna see some great competition. We gonna see some pushing pushing each other, and like you say, as of right now, you still got Stubbs, you still got Ponder. So those guys, we're not gonna count those guys out. We gonna see who the best man is. But what I want y'all to do is always understand that we're always trying to elevate ourselves, right? We're never trying to do anything but elevate what we got going on. If y'all thought that, Coach Prime was just gonna bring Juju in here and just hand him the keys to the car, yeah, that just wasn't gonna happen. He's gonna have to earn it. I expect him to, but I'm glad that we did get Salter. I love his film. He's a mobile quarterback. He can throw the football.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is he's a great kid. The guys that I know that know him up at Your Liberty, they say he's always been a good guy. So we good with what we sit in the quarterback room. So I'm just glad that we got guys that's coming in that's ready to work. And Juju, what Juju saw last night made him hungry. It made him hungry. Like he down here in Orlando, there in Orlando right now, chomping at the bit. He ready to get back to Boulder. He ready to get to work.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got that. What's called?
Yeah, they got the Under Armour game on the second. So on the second, they'll play in the Under Armour game. I think him and Smitty. Here. The offensive lineman. I think both of those guys.
Christian Hudson, sorry.
And Christian Hudson is here. So I think we should have three guys that's going to be down there playing in that this weekend. And I'm glad that they get to see that. They get to be down there.
I don't know if Juju's going to play.
It's a good little bit of guys that's down here, because all those boys that's playing in the Hula Bowl, they probably on their way here too. Block Bully, Mears, Bentley, all them kind of guys, they're probably on their way down here to play in that game. So yeah, but where we at quarterback, we're in a good spot. Guys, the offense will not look the same. I get tired of telling y'all this over and over again. just go back and watch the Utah. Go back and watch the Utah game from last year when Staub played, and you see the difference in the play. You see a difference in the play calling, and what the difference is that those guys are going with the plays that Coach Pat Sherman is calling. These other Shedeur had complete control of the playbook.
Right.
And so if y'all see Shedeur go all the way down to about 4-5 seconds before we snap the ball, because Shedeur checking, he looking at this, he's seeing all of that. You won't see a lot of that next year. You will not see a lot of that next year. So we're gonna be fine, and we good at the quarterback position with Salter, Juju, Staubs, and Ponder right now.
Rob, you think we need a running back, not a running back, or we good with the running back room?
We don't know what the running backs have. We don't know what we have at the running back room. Let's be real. If you ain't giving them the ball, how do you know what you got? As much as people say we need a cowbell, what does a cowbell do for you? Right? We got to fix up front first. And if you can't fix up front first, it don't matter what kind of running back you got back there. And so those are the things that we gotta fix first, right? Is understanding what kind of scheme are we gonna run? Are we gonna be downhill? Are we gonna be zone read? Like, what are we gonna do, right? Because when you look at the two quarterbacks, right, you got two different quarterbacks. You got a RPO quarterback, which is a run pass option quarterback in Salter, and then you got Juju, who can do a little bit of everything. And it is not to say Salter can't do that, but Juju's more machine to do a little bit of everything. So when you look at the case, how can you really truly say we need a true running back when we don't even know what we got? We got to run the ball. We got to at least give the running backs opportunity. I think Michael West could be the cowbell for us, but is he gonna get the opportunities? That's gonna be the true question. And I think next year you're going to need the running back more than what you need them this year. That's the real thing. You're going to need the running back more next season than you did this year. You're going to have to count on that running game. So by you having to count on that running game, guess what? You're going to have to get some ballers up front that's ready to get nasty, that's ready to get physical, that's ready to get across the line of scrimmage. The freshmen that we got coming in, they ready. But the people that's in front of them, are they ready? Right? And that's where you look at it.
I answer that.
What I would tell you is this, and this is just me talking. I never truly worry about the winter portal. The most important portal is the spring portal. That's where CU's always got. That's where Coach Promise always got better. He never got better at the winter portal. It was the spring portal where he got better at. Most of the people that came in after the spring, into the summertime, that was contributors to us to help us get better. So the right now it's about, get these kids into winter workouts, finding out truly what we have so we can advance to get what we really need. Because the key thing about the spring portal is any kid from an SEC school can go to an SEC school. So that gives you a better window to land better kids from SEC schools in the springtime because they can go to a SEC school. And that's how you get the steals in the spring portal. So that's why I'm saying what we got right now is just a foundation of what we got. Who needs to be there and who needs to go is what you're going to learn in the winter workouts and position on the depth chart. Because the final depth chart ain't going to be set until the fall. But you're going to kind of get an idea of who's going to be there and who ain't. That's what you're going to use the winter time for, is winter conditioning. Who's going to really take the weight room seriously? When they go to these player-led practices, who's going to take that serious? Are you going to get after it? How hungry do you want it? Because that's going to be the next step, right? And then you get to spring practices, who actually been in their playbook and studying what they need to study and taking things serious to the next level. So there's a lot of time, man. There's a lot of time that we got to build what we need with all these pieces. But we gotta come and be ready. January 9th is the day.
January 9th? Okay. Coach Gray.
January 9th.
Going forward.
Yep.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, BWatts.
Hey, going forward, the linebacker room. That's the room I'm gonna be looking at hard. I know we got Mantrez Walker. He's a freshman from where he came from, part of Georgia.
Georgia,
Buford, Georgia, and we brought in a linebacker from Jacksonville State, and I think Goldberg, he'll be that next year, one.
Yeah, Goldberg, and we got Garcia. You got JB.
Okay, JB.
I think it's one.
All the linebackers will be there. Only people that won't be there is the starting 2 linebackers from last night, which was 38, which was Beacon, and Billy, number 20. Everybody else is back.
Yeah, I think we still need. Yeah. I still think we need to bring about 2 more in. I've got Webster still there. I hope he don't go nowhere. Hope he don't.
Yeah, Webster. No. You ain't got to worry about Webster. His family loves Colorado. His brother loves Coach Prime. Because they give him that he knows what those guys need. Again, the Florida boys know what Florida boys look like. But we good. I'm with you. I don't know if we're gonna get 2 though. I won't be upset if we don't get 2. I think we're gonna get 1 for sure. I won't be if we get 2. I'm not mad. But again, like Rob just said about the running backs room, we don't know what we got. Hey, I saw Gage last night. Did y'all watch him? That kid was coming downhill. I like what I saw from Gage. I like what I saw from Webster. So you know you getting Montrez. You know you getting the kid from Jacksonville State. So, like I said, I think we'll get 1 more. I'm not worried. I'm not as worried as nobody because this the thing, BWatts. Last year, you I think you probably was just starting your show and things like that. Well, DJ McKinney from Florida State. He told everybody he was coming to. He had committed to
DJ Lundy,
Colorado, and everybody was on Christmas, and boy, everybody was thrilled, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, then when it came time to sign, he went back to Florida State.
Right.
And boy, they was up and on. Oh, we was gonna be terrible. We was gonna be sorry. We was gonna be this. We was gonna be that. If he stays, we don't get Hill Green, right? If he stays, we don't get Hill Green.
Yeah, you're right.
And so now that's what I'm trying to tell people. Y'all just got to be patient and wait. Let Coach Prime, let this great recruiting staff that we have, let these guys work. They know what we need. Again, if we just be quiet sometime and listen to Coach Prime and listen to his pressers, he gives you the answers to the test every time. Because of the simple fact is he already knows what's going on. He already knows who leaving, who ain't leaving, who thinking about leaving. And like I say, if y'all thought that, well, you couldn't have thought if you listened to the presser last night, like y'all say y'all listen to everything, you couldn't have thought that this wasn't going to happen today. He said it's going to be some coaches going to come out and tell y'all that they done been elevated.
Yep.
I mean, verbatim, that was what he said. Tomorrow, some coaches going to come out and tell you that they've been elevated. And then when you look at who got elevated, you say, oh, it is right. Coach Prime do be talking about the relationships that they have. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not worried about anything right now. I just want these guys to heal. I want us to heal mentally. We got to heal mentally, guys. These guys to be hated on like Colorado, to come to Colorado, you got to be hated on like them young men hated on, to be talked about like they talked about, and all they do is do the best that they can, and they great young men. Georgia had like 5 double digits DUIs and all kind of stuff going on. How many times you heard about that at Colorado? I'm just asking.
Wow. Yeah, you're right, Coach Dre. A lot of kids might not can't handle that spotlight, Coach Prime brain, man. That presence of this, but that spotlight and no cameras on you, man. They ain't used to that, bro.
But see, that's why we always say everybody ain't meant to play in Colorado.
Yeah. And that's another thing, y'all. Some of these kids leave. It is not because they don't love Coach Prime. It's just this just a lot of pressure. This a lot of pressure. This a lot.
All the talk, Coach
Prime. A lot of pressure.
Got a lot of people want them to lose. A lot of them want them to win. It come with it. It come with it. Coach, I got something for you. You ain't wrong. Travis Hunter. See you. Hey, smile. You know I'm going to throw it. Your boy at Florida and Florida State. I think we're gonna talk. I put him. I forgot their name, man. What's the guy's name, man? In Florida, Coach Ray. Who the best?
Who you talking
about? Who, Rob?
You talking about the head coach, Billy Napier?
The player. The player that was so good back in.
Oh, Tim Tebow.
When Ponder, what that player's name? He was the black guy. He was good. He was an all-purpose guy.
Percy Harvin.
Percy Harvin.
You got Percy Harvin, Travis Hunter, Peter Ward. Who you got?
I got Travis Hunter. I mean, Percy my guy.
I tried to get him.
And Percy back here at the house, but he back here at the crib now. He live back in Gainesville, so. But no, it's Travis, and most of them guys will tell you it's Travis. They couldn't have done. They couldn't have done what Travis did. They couldn't have done what Travis did. Now, if we going, if you just say, well, Dre, who you would take offensively, I'm probably
that's the player.
Yeah, but just a player in general, I'm going with Travis because Travis gonna give me both sides of the ball. He gonna give me a start on both sides of the ball. Peter Warwick and Harvard and Percy can't do that. So it's Travis Hunter. Again, you might not see this in the next. What I'm telling you is now that's what everybody's trying to do. Everybody's trying to be the next Travis Hunter. So now everybody, hey guys, is kids going into their coaches' offices in college who tell them, hey coach, I got to play both sides of the ball.
I see that dude named Bo. What y'all? He gonna get the same thing, eh? In Tennessee.
You talking about Boo Carter?
Yeah, Boo Carter. Yeah. He want to play both ways now. I said, whoa, boy. Travis don't start something. Y'all talk about Travis, man. What y'all think about his career so far?
Just getting started.
It's just getting started.
Just getting started. I mean, it's
honestly, where y'all like for him to go? Where you like for him to go in the NFL?
None of the teams at the top, but it's
what it is, though. He ain't got no choice unless somebody put a trade together. I keep hearing Pittsburgh gonna go out. That's what I'm keeping hearing.
Right now, the Patriots got the #1 pick in the draft. Right now,
the Patriots
But the Patriot way is, I don't know. They'll listen to anybody trying to trade up to get it. So if it's somebody that got draft pick and got draft capital, you might see them try to make a move to get up there to that #1 pick to get Travis, because New England doesn't need a quarterback. They just got Drake May last year, so they don't need a quarterback. So somebody might give you a king's ransom to come up and get Travis Hunter. You talk about a team like let's talk about the Vikings. The Vikings got a lot of picks. They got a lot of stuff going on.
You put him with Brian Floyd.
Atlanta gave. You get what I'm saying? So if New England stays in that spot, I look for a decent. I think we're gonna get what Rob looking for is a decent team with capital to come up, because that just missing a piece, a guy like Travis Hunter, maybe at receiving DB. So if I'm a team that just need a piece in New England at the first pick, and they don't want and we know they don't want a quarterback, and I want Travis Hunter, like you say, the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're looking at a team like you're looking at a team like maybe the Detroit Lions, somebody like that. Even the Ravens, even the Baltimore Ravens, somebody like that. But me personally, because I can go get in my car and ride down there and go knock on this dude and knock on these people door, is Jacksonville, because he'll be in Florida, he'll be right down the road. I can go down there and make sure that my boy playing both ways. But if New England stay in that spot, we might get what we want, guys. We might get a decent team to come up and throw and that's real close to being where they want to be at. Come up and get Travis. So,
what you want to
England being in
Rob?
that one spot is a good thing for Travis because, like you say, it might be a good team come up.
I keep hearing.
I just say this.
I don't know what y'all hear. Y'all be on. Like y'all ain't on LinkedIn. I don't know if y'all on LinkedIn, but they keep saying that people are gonna go up and get him, boy.
I'll say this, BWatts. It really depends on who gets the second pick. If it's the team that needs a quarterback that wants Shador, New England gonna get a brand new house built for them and whatever else they want for their number one pick. But they're not gonna go down too far. So you got to be able to offer them something, either your first pick and the next year's first pick. But I truly think if New England stays at number one, depending on who that number two team is truly going to depend on how big this trade is going to be. You might see a big trade in NFL history that might happen just to get Travis Hunter on a team, because you're talking about one. A kid that you're on a rookie deal, right? So that you can manage the cap with that. You can build around that can help you on both sides. So it's truly if the Titans stay number two, I think somebody will definitely trade up to New England. If you talk about the Browns being at number two, then now you're talking about the Browns not taking a quarterback, right? Because you got a franchise quarterback that you're paying a bunch of money to, so you're either gonna have to trade him, or you have to cut him, and he's willing to take a pay cut.
Say he gonna read his
that's what I'm saying.
Contract though.
Yeah, so, he's gonna take a pay cut. So you're not bringing Shador. Yeah.
Why y'all want Shador to go?
I'm gonna say, like I said with Travis, not another team that's up there. I wouldn't mind him going to the Raiders. I'll say this: I would not mind him going to the Raiders because I think that situation is built for him to manifest. Even with him being in the same division as Patrick Mahomes, but I also would love to see him opposite of Patrick Mahomes and fighting for a championship. So it's got to make sense to me. Like business sense wise, I love the Raiders situation for him. I don't think he's going to be able to make it there because I think the Raiders they have themselves pretty much with these 2 wins. So
yeah. So what y'all think about the talk about Cam Ward?
Cam Ward, he's probably going to be a Giant.
Listening.
Go ahead, Coach.
Tampa Bay, if y'all listening, I know we got Baker Mayfield and everything, and that sounds good. But hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? We could get Shador Sanders. But listen, we'd be real thrilled with y'all boys. I really would. I mean, Baker on the back end of it. He on the back end of it. He on the back end of it. And then the most reason why I would want him to go to Tampa Bay is I love their head coach. I love the black guy that they have as head coach. And I think he'd be great for that offense. Hold on.
Here's what I'm gonna say before Coach J. Why he jumped up. Here's what I would say. There's going to probably be a surprise team that's going to jump up for the try to get this number 1 pick.
Yeah.
The key thing that you need to watch out for is who does they allow to get the medical reports on Shador, because that's going to tell you what team he's probably going to go to. Because you can stop certain teams from getting medical reports because you're not going to go there. They're not going to draft you. That's most of the time. That's what happens with top 5 picks is they don't send their medical reports to everybody. They send it to who they want to send it to on who they think might end up picking them. So I would extremely watch on who they send in medical reports to for Shador Sanders and for Travis go, because that's kind of going to play upon what team they're going to end up going to. And that's the problem that I think that's a situation that a lot of people don't think about. A lot of these quarterbacks kind of control what situation they go to based upon who's getting a medical report. Any top 5 player controls that because it's not the players, it's the agents that's controlling, where these medical reports are going. And so when you talk about the combine and, going to go ask questions and going to go do all this stuff, well, some teams are going to get marked up the list because you don't want them to have a medical report. You don't want to It's just certain things you just don't want to be involved with. So I will always. That's why I said it's going to be some type of team that's going to trade up that you're not expecting to trade up for that number one pick. But who gets the medical reports is going to be the key because that's going to tell you a lot more in the situation. Go ahead, Coach Jay.
I mean, it just boils down to for Travis. I mean, for Shedeur, he's not gonna get past them top three. Him and Cam, those guys. Anybody that needs a quarterback, they gonna be trying to be up there. The Jets might try to throw their hat in the game. They need a quarterback. The Giants need a quarterback. So any of those type of teams that need a quarterback, you can look for those guys to try to throw their hat in the game and get them a quarterback. He won't be on the board long. But this is the biggest thing, guys. The money not going to be that much different. They have a rookie wage scale. So, like you say, 5 years, 25 to 30 million. That's what it's going to be for them guys. They have a rookie wage scale. But Travis, guys like Travis and Shedeur and even Cam for that matter, they're going to get a lot of endorsement deals and stuff like that. And that's another thing you're going to probably see them guys going to do right now. Especially Travis, he probably got to do stuff for Adidas. Shedeur gonna have to do stuff for Nike. I think he's finna get his own shoe. I think he's finna get his own shoe. So it's a lot of stuff like that they got to do right now. But for teams, it's about putting butts in seats, and both of them guys put butts in seats. So that's what you're gonna be looking for.
Tell you this, they're gonna have the two highest paid jerseys.
Oh yeah, most definitely that. What y'all think about the criticism Cam Ward again for opting out the second half yesterday game? Y'all think that's what I said. Y'all can't blame the guy for that, man.
I mean, it's a business decision though. But what it does is then you get Shedeur to go out there and he getting his butt whooped and he plays. And that don't what that does is what a lot of people are saying is what was the use of playing? I know you wanted to get the record, but your team was in a football game. They was really in a football game. It was a real football game. It was close to halftime. I understand it's a business decision. So I'm not mad with nobody. I'm not saying that he did what was wrong, but the criticism he's gonna take for that, it grew bigger because Shedeur played when he was getting blowed out.
That's the only thing.
I think you had it worked out already with the coaching staff, though, right? You don't think he just did that on his own right then, do you?
I hope not. I hope that don't come out. I don't know for certain, so I'm not gonna speak on it. But I hope it was like, hey, coach, I'm finna go out here, try to get the record, and then I'm gonna sit down. Because if it comes out that he got there at halftime and was like, hey, coach, I'm done, that's gonna make it worse than what it is right now. Because, like I say, Shedeur out there getting blowed out, and nobody would be upset if Prime would say, hey, Shedeur, go sit down. But I'm telling you, Shedeur and Travis probably would have got mad with Prime if they'd have tried to go make him sit down. Because them guys, that ain't the way they was built. That ain't the way Coach Prime done taught them. But so when Shedeur stays out there and plays every snap of the game, and you do that, that's what make him look bad. But I'm not upset with him because I feel like he made a business decision. But the only thing is, I just would have rather him opt out. So you don't have to, because now that's what NFL teams gonna ask. What you just asked, BWatts, is what a lot of NFL teams gonna ask.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add wrong there. I said, you think they gonna ask him that?
Like,
what? Yes.
Who made that decision? You sit out there.
Hey, listen. The NFL team's gonna ask you why you went to the bathroom at that time you went to the bathroom. That's how personal they get. Am I lying, Dre?
Listen, what I'm telling y'all, they go way back as into Little League.
But they say he quit, man. He didn't quit.
I mean, again, I don't. Whoever you is, bro, RW. I just said I didn't know the situation. I said if it gets out that he did that, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna look bad. It already looks bad because
it do look bad.
What you consider the best quarterback, he played and his team was getting beat silly, and he stayed in there. And I mean, he was getting sacked. It wasn't like he was just out there running around playing. He was getting hit. It could have got hurt. And he stayed in and played, and you didn't. But what we telling you is, when he sits down with these NFL teams, The first thing one of them general managers or somebody gonna, hey Cam, how you doing? What's going on, baby? Hey, why you didn't play that second half of that bowl game?
Right.
And you better have a great answer.
Yeah, that's a bad question.
You better have a great.
Every team is gonna ask.
Great answer.
Yeah, every team's gonna ask.
Wow. All right, guys. I was gonna do an hour tonight. That's all I got, man. Y'all got anything here? All right.
I would just say this.
Sir.
I would just say this. Just be patient. There's news that's gonna come out over these next couple weeks. Whether you like it, you don't like it, or indifferent, there's gonna be information to come out about this Colorado Buffaloes team moving into 2025. You're gonna see players come on visits. You're gonna see players leave. That might hit the portal because a position coach is leaving, but you're also gonna be seeing an influx of players coming in because of whoever they hire. Just know this ain't nothing being blindsided in Boulder by Coach Prime. Know that these conversations have been had. If anybody telling you different, then they just don't know, because then what's going to happen is Prime is going to put out a presser, letting you know that they already talked to him and he knew, which he already told you this last night. But it's the process, right? There's still a lot of college football to be played. So there might potentially be a coach that's on a different staff that's still playing that might end up in Colorado, or it might be somebody from the NFL. But over the next couple of weeks, you're going to find out a lot about what this 2025 team will look like foundational piece-wise versus coaching staff, and there might be some tweaks after the spring. So just be patient.
Oh, yeah. That's not always going to be some news come out of Colorado now. All right, Rob, let them know what you got going on, man, this week. We'll go around the horn and end this thing with Coach Dre.
Check out tomorrow's show. It's going to be we're doing from 2023 to 2024 to 2025, and what that looks like tomorrow. So it's going to be an impactful show, and we're going to break down, the coaching staff changes from last year to this year, to what it might look like next year. We're going to be doing a breakdown of that. We're going to get a real insight about this team. So y'all pull up, check out me and Coach Dre. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to BWatts. 2025 is almost here. So that means you're going to see changes across the board. But be ready. Everybody hates changes, but 2025 is going to be different. So y'all just be ready to see what comes in store, because you never know what we might do and what we got planned in the works.
This will be the last. Like you say, y'all come check us out tomorrow. We're gonna talk a little prosperity, talk some positive stuff. Y'all know what we on. Y'all don't never entertain them trollers or them people down there talking just to talk, because that's what they looking for. They looking for some interaction. They looking for you to waste your time and your energy, giving them some gratitude by talking to them, because ain't nobody else talking to them. They go around and around places looking for somebody to talk to them. And so y'all don't worry about none of that. We don't care. We gonna keep it the way we've been keeping it. This the way me and Rob been walking since 2023. We know that like I told you, I've seen this movie before, and I know what it looks like. And believe me, Coach Prime knows what it looks like. Secondly, before I leave, I want to thank BWatts for having us on here every Sunday, promoting brotherhood, showing that we can get on here and talk educated, have a great conversation, keep people uplifted, because sometimes you never know what somebody got going on in their life. You never know if somebody down and they come on here to listen to us, and for us to come on here and speak negatively and beat down young men that's trying to do better with themselves. And you always say the kids are our future. Well, why would you beat down the people that you want to lead the country or be the future? I never understood that. But I want to thank BWatts for everything he's done for me and Rob up to this point. Like I say, whenever I call, he answers. Whenever we need something, he there. I want to say I love you, brother. I appreciate you. To my brother from another, it don't get no bigger. We done been through ups and downs. We done did it all. And all we doing is going to the top. Can't nobody stop what God already has ordained.
Right.
We ain't gonna change our tone. We ain't gonna change what we do. We gonna do what we do. You know, people like us, they like us. If they don't, they don't. It don't really make us no difference because we gonna be okay.
Right.
So everybody down there in the chat, if you don't see or talk to me, I want you to have a happy new year. I want you to have a blessed new year. Hey, again, I'm gonna keep telling y'all, forgive people, man. Forgive people. People make mistakes. People do wrong sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you have to hold on to that grudge, because you're not hurting them. You're really hurting yourself. You blocking your blessings from coming through because you holding on to hate, and God can't dwell in nothing that's hateful and wrong. So make sure that you forgive people and give people the benefit of the doubt. See the good in somebody when sometimes they can't see the good in themselves. And we appreciate it. Colorado seniors, hey fellas, y'all have nothing to hold y'all head down for. Y'all
Right.
have laid a solid foundation for a great football program. Nobody thought you guys would be there where y'all were this year. Nobody thought you'd be 9-4. Nobody thought you would be fighting for a Big 12 championship. And you guys have proved everybody wrong that doubted y'all, who didn't believe in y'all. So now let's go be great. And whatever you do, if you don't make it to the NFL, that don't mean you're a failure. That
That's
just
right.
means that God got another plan for you, something else for you to do, and you can be great at that. Whether it's coaching, whatever you decide to do, make sure you just put those same principles that Coach Prime has taught y'all with football, apply that to whatever you do, and I guarantee you, you will be successful in life. So, guys, I'm proud of you guys. Let's go finish the drill now. Let's go do these bowl games, combine, and let's have a big draft night, and make sure that we know that life is always gonna be what it is. This is bigger than football. This is bigger than football. Again, when you live in your purpose, you can stand on business. When you live in your purpose, you can stand on business. And as I always tell you guys, if you send those ships out, those ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Drake. That is my brother Rob the Man. That is my brother BWatts. God bless, and we'll see y'all next Sunday.
You seen when we came here, but that joint looked rough. I don't like to be reminded about my childhood. That joint was rough. It was rough, but I'm just happy I made it out, pretty much.
Keep your heart pure, keep your mind clear. When you're not sure, I'll be right here. They won't always see your vision. You just trust your intuition. Cause you're special, you're amazing. Troubles will come, just embrace them. It's all a part of who you are. Everyone knows you're a star. Keep your head up, never look down. Always be grateful for then and now. Always stay faithful, be grateful. You are loved, you are loved, you are loved. Keep your heart pure, keep your mind clear. Your intuition, cause you're special, you're amazing. Chose your style, keep your head up, never look down. Always be grateful for then and now. Always stay faithful, be grateful. You are loved, you are loved, you are loved.
What did you think when they...
What's up, Buck Nation? Ready to San Antonio for the bowl game now. We're excited.
You know it. Chick-fil-A on deck.
Big old plan. We excited, man. Let's go, Bucks.
Show them the leg roll.
He's one. Deion is a gift that keeps on giving for us. It was
he is a content machine.
Oh my God, it was great. Content is king. I don't care whether you hate him or love him. He's one. He's proven that he can coach.
Here's the thing that's going to be really interesting. They don't have that NIL money.
okay, that the Ohio States and that some of the other.
Right.
He is relying solely on the transfer portal, and he just got one of the best defensive players in the country to come over from Alabama. And you talk about a great coach makes the entire organization better. So the applications for the University of Colorado, just for kids to go there, up 20%.
Hey, Slide. Go first.
Social anxiety I feel, and I done been this way for some years. I don't really get along with my peers. Everything that they do to me is weird. So in the world full of weirdos, fools and strong. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know. I work on my own, I see it. And I feel, and I feel, and I feel, and I feel like I love you. Deep in my heart, I don't think I can live this life without you.
Yeah, Will.
Can you say Thorpe? Turn around. Looking square in the camera. Thorpe, and I called it first.
Colorado defense. They got different characters on this team, and that's why they are must-see TV.